And here we are. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Get Events Online, the live stream coming at you 11. I sound like a radio coming at you loud and strong. Every Thursday at 11 a.m. Oh my lord, it's early. Every Thursday at 11 a.m. I try to be here and share the good word about getting events online. But who am I hear you ask? And that's a very good question. Well, I am Warwick Merry, CSP CVP, Certified Speaking Professional, Certified Virtual Presenter. In fact, I've been certified twice. Who says I haven't been certified? All right, hey, let's not worry about that because what we care about is getting events online, and that's what we're all about. How do we get these events online? How do we do it with these, and why would we do it? I wanted to talk to you today about a couple of the advantages of going with virtual events. Now, these are not just let's make it up as we go. These are what some of my clients have said to me. So it was really interesting hearing their messages. So if you know others who are interested about getting events online, going virtual, doing that kind of stuff, why not share this video with them? Create a live stream. Maybe not a live stream because that's what this is. Maybe a watch party. That's what they call them. Or share it with friends, tag people interested, that kind of thing. All right, so we know that virtual events are safe because essentially you're coming from where you live. You can just jump on your computer at home or your phone as you're out and about or whatever it is. We also know that you can set up studios that comply with COVID safety rules, and so therefore you can have a bigger production value should you choose to. I have to be honest though, I find some of the big production value kind of events, they just don't have that connection or that soul that what intimate events that can be quite large but are run from a camera shot like this versus a great big stage and a screen and pretending like it's a TV show. I find these more intimate and I feel they connect more. That's just me. Other people might say it a little bit differently. But whatever you choose to do, we know they're safe. But here's what I found with some of my clients. Some of them have come to me saying, okay, we need to do this online because of the pandemic. Oh my Lord, how do we do it? Because we don't know what we're doing. And so I'm like, great, let's make this happen. And we do it nice and easily. One of my clients did an award ceremony and they came to me afterwards and said, we will never do live awards again, which I thought was fantastic. And so I said, okay, well, why? And then we could get nearly all of our staff on board. Now, in Australia, they've got offices all around Australia, every state, which to get them together physically never happened. It was for a 2-3 hour kind of event. It was way too expensive to be flying everyone. They're providing a service to the community, and so therefore they couldn't have the 2 or 3 days away from everyone. The numbers didn't add up. But going online, we had a quality production that was really engaging, a whole lot of fun. People loved it. And some of them could engage in their workplace where there were less strict corona restrictions, so they could all sit around a computer. Some people put it on the big screen. Whatever worked in their offices. But it meant that they had about 95% of their staff could participate in an award ceremony that has never happened before. They found that it was such an engaging event and there was some great mixing across the different team that just really built the camaraderie and the connectedness of their team. So they never want to go back to it. Another client that I'm working with today has found that they've been able to reach out to members of their community and their tribe in ways that they haven't been able to before, purely because of the geography. Now, in the past, when I've spoken to my clients about how, hey, virtual and online really helps you deal with the issue of geography, which in Australia is huge because we have such a small population spread so far, there's been this, oh yeah, but it's not quite as good. Can I tell you, virtual events in some ways are better. It's a great way to engage. It's a great way to get a far more intimate perspective than having 300 people in a room and you're in the back row looking at a small little squiggly speaker up on stage or watching on the screen anyway. So for me, the overcoming geography is such a huge thing. For a lot of small to medium business players, that means they've gone from beyond their home and their region to now they can be a global player if their service offering is one that they can do either digitally or be able to send whatever it is that they're creating out there. So going virtual can remove the barrier of geography. For Australia, it's a double-edged sword. We're so far away from everyone, but it's sometimes really good to be so far away from everyone. But not only that, it is a great way that you can distribute your products and or services. So I would suggest to you that the advantages of being virtual sometimes not just around overcoming the restrictions of the pandemic. That's something for you to consider with your business and what you're trying to achieve. What is it that virtual can deliver to you? And because I promise you that there are certain things that an online event does that are far better than face-to-face. Far better. There's a level of intimacy. There's a level of connectedness. You can, depending on your setup, but you can network with people far quicker, far easier. There's no travel. You don't, at the end of the event, you just walk out of your office and you're home. I've got to tell you, I love sleeping in my own bed. The glamour of staying in 4-star, 4.5, sometimes a 5, wears really thin if you have to do it all the time. I married my wife because I like her company, so I want to be around it. That's one of the joys of virtual events. Anyway, that were just some observations around virtual events and there were some of the benefits of doing it that way. In particular, it's overcoming geography. Don't get me wrong, it does mean you've got to have a good internet connection. And again, in Australia, NBN, it can be a challenge, but it can be overcome. One of my other clients were doing some stuff this week where one of their sponsors is a corporate institution, but they don't allow streaming from their network. So we've just gone out and bought a 4G router and a SIM card with a big chunk of data. We're going to be streaming over the mobile phone network. The technology what we can do is just superb. How can you take advantage of it? Do you want to take advantage of it? If so, get in touch. Like, I want you to be, an online presenter pro, or have your organization really receive the benefits of such a sensational technology. And there are some ways that you can do it better. So if I can help you at all, please reach out. Let me throw the details up there. There you go. That's how you get in touch with me. All right, everybody, thank you for being with me. Just a short one this week. Enjoy. If there's any topics you want me to cover in the Get Events Online live stream, let me know. Get in touch via that website will do. And it would be great to specifically tailor something for you during these little witty repartee conversations. That's enough from me. Thanks very much. You've been fantastic. I've been Warwick. You've been watching another episode of Get Events Online. I look forward to your company next Thursday, 11 a.m. Melbourne time. You might be somewhere else in the world. Just do a quick Google, find out what is 11 a.m. Melbourne time in your time zone, or catch the recording. Fantastic. Thanks very much. See you next time.